Hello my people and welcome back for the final time to Battlefield 1. Now last time we of course did the runner where we played as an Australian man who ran orders from front to front. Now we'll be playing Nothing Is Written, the 5th war story, which says here, join Lawrence of Arabia in his desert campaign against the Ottoman Empire.
In the deserts of Arabia, an insurgency war was raging years before I got to France. Tribes of Bedouins had united to fight a war that was very different from the one we fought in the trenches. Using small mobile units, they challenged the might of an empire, and they were rallied around the ideas of a single, influential warrior. Ideas of freedom and change.
Anyway, let's go. Let's make a start here. Might actually be our first historical figure here with Lawrence of Arabia. Anyway, Al-Ajar, Mesopotamia, spring 1918. Mesopotamia. Anyway, the Great War engulfs the globe. In the deserts of the Middle East, Arab tribes rebel against the historical oppressor, the Ottoman Empire. To counter the uprising, the Ottomans deploy their most advanced technologies, the Empire's devastating artillery, combating aircraft and armoured vehicles. I didn't get to read the rest. T.E. Lawrence, an unconventional British officer, works with a small force of highly mobile rebels. They cannot confront the Ottoman forces head-on, instead they must fight another way.
The Arabian Desert.
The Arabian
A
Desert.
vast ocean of drifting sands and scorched, sun-baked rocks.
I think this is Lawrence of
Beneath
Arabia
these
talking
endless
now.
dunes, oil, the lifeblood of our new mechanical century. For more than 400 years, the Ottoman Empire has ruled these lands, controlling all that's to be found here. But the Ottomans do not rule unopposed.
Is it?
Small bands of Bedouin rebels have united to overthrow the empire. They strike without warning and then vanish into the desert. Fighting alongside them is a lone British officer whose exploits have earned him wide renown. The world has taken to calling this man Lawrence of Arabia.
In the desert, you rely on good planning, but you also hope for a dash of luck. And luck was with us when we learned of a recently derailed Ottoman train carrying a most interesting piece of cargo.
We don't play as Lawrence of Arabia, we play as a woman who's part of the rebels.
Joined the Ottomans who survived the crash.
But I don't know, I can't remember her name.
They guarded the wreckage and waited for reinforcements.
I should probably look at these a bit more. Enter the rooftop hatch.
The tribesmen fought unconventionally, using weapons they knew well. Endurance, individual intelligence, and courage were their primary assets.
Sorry. Nope.
Sıçarım böyle işe. Ne diye buraya tahsis edildin mi? Havadan sudan bu henüz
Coming this way. Yep. Oh, fuck 'em. Getting this train caught quick. I did see him up there, don't worry. That's why I moved quick. There you go. Search for the cold book. Found it. Nice. Oh shit.
Come out! It's over. Well, you did not think we would be fast enough to catch you here, did you? Lawrence of Arabia.
Actually, I was rather depending on it.
Huh.
Lawrence. Ah. Well, this is very clever. Now the hunter becomes the hunted. So who might you be? How enchanting you are, my dear.
Ahmed.
I'll show you enchanting. If it weren't for you, I'd be free.
Free, is it? You'll be free when you're dead. And I'm happy to tell you, the Empire intends to grant you all this freedom very soon. Even now, an engine of destruction scours this desert, obliterating your allies, your families, your homes. Soon there will be nowhere to run. Nowhere to hide. Soon all that you know, and all that you love, will be ashes. You will all be free to die. Oh, you animal!
Zara.
Now I understand that you would like nothing more than to strip the flesh from that man's feet and send him off into the desert naked to die. But think about it.
You're right.
I'm sorry. My friend here, she can be a little brusque.
You're going to tell me how to lie to your train, so we can lure it into a trap and destroy it.
Impossible. To even begin to talk to that train, you would need an entire book of communication codes.
Oh, like this one, you mean?
You can never stop the progress of machines. One day, the whole world will take your lands and the precious black gold beneath its sands.
We shall see, my friend.
Of course, obtaining the codebook was not enough. To destroy this Iron Dragon, this Canavar, as the Ottomans had named it, we had to send it 3 encrypted messages telling it to stand down. There were Ottoman outposts scattered along the railroad tracks. The commanders there carried high-priority message capsules. We had to use those to send our orders. Infiltrating the village wouldn't be easy. A full detachment of Ottoman soldiers had occupied it. The Ottomans had chosen an isolated location for their desert outpost. It seemed lightly defended. It was also well stocked with arms and equipment. The ancient ruins were all that remained of a civilization now lost to time. The Ottoman Empire brought in the modern world with a host of armored vehicles and field guns.
Don't know why they have Renault tanks, but yeah.
3 commanders to eliminate, 3 personal message capsules to be stolen, and then sent with our false orders.
Yeah, I remember this
How Zara
mission.
tackled this dangerous and audacious mission was up to her.
Right, so, this is actually a map, isn't it, in the online, on the multiplayer? I remember, because that's the spawn point of one of the teams. That's the spawn point down there as well. I think the British Empire spawn over there. The Ottoman Empire spawns here. And then you fight over this village and stuff. This place here where I'm stood is an objective as well. A lot of people used to sit up here with snipers and stuff. A lot of people used to get up there as well with snipers. Yeah, I remember this map. This was probably my favourite map in Battlefield 1. I would take the horse, but I feel like the horse is too obvious. Alright, Zara, love. Let's go this way. Oh, we've got a weapons hut here. Let's loot it. Ah, nice. Take that. Grenades. Oh, a Lewis gun. Oh, fuck. Killed each other. We traded. To be fair, I should get to this place now before that truck gets there, because I'm not talking about the map. Saying that, the truck's there. Going down the road now. It's not got a full magazine in it. We'll just reload. There we are. And then some grenades. Okay, so one of the commanders is in this village here. Very Indiana Jones, this reminds me of. It's very Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark. What did you guys think of that Indiana Jones game anyway, the most recent one? I say the most recent. What was it called? The Dial of Destiny? 'Cause I really enjoyed it. If you're interested in that game and you're unfamiliar, there's a full playthrough of it on the channel. We played last year. I know a DLC came out for it as well recently. If you guys want to see that, let me know. I'll definitely play that. We like to do DLCs on Random Game Saturdays. So yeah, we'll see. So we need to look for some kind of command outpost. Or some kind of command center. Because if I was a commander, that's where I'd be. I hear pigeons. That's a command post if I've ever seen one. Right. Oh, fuck. Can I stealth kill this guy with a flamethrower? No. Oh, there's the commander. Got it. Alright. Dispatch fake message. Right, let's try and get to this without alerting the guys with the flamethrowers. Right, there we are. Right, send this by pigeon. Right, pigeon's gone.
A single order wouldn't be enough. Ottoman protocol required the message to be received in triplicate before the train would acknowledge it as genuine.
Fair enough. Let's see what else I can find here. Tripwires. More grenades. Take those. What's in this? An M1918 trench. We'll leave that. Right, considering I'm about to march across the desert, Let's take this horse. Oh, that's cool. I know this is going to be a big side note here, guys, but do you know who I... Like, this is a big side note. But do you know who I really want to see in the MCU soon? Union Jack. Oh, shit. I'm set out of flare. But yeah, Union Jack, I'd really personally like to see him in the MCU. I know technically he has already been in the MCU. That's the wrong button. I know technically he has already been in the MCU with Captain America and the First Avenger. If you're unfamiliar, the guy with the red beret in the first Captain America film, he's Union Jack. I don't think it's ever actually said by name though, but he is credited as Union Jack. But yeah, I'd just like to see him because I've recently been reading some of the... Is it Marvel's Mightiest Heroes? The like red books? Yeah. And I read Union Jack's one and I like the character of Union Jack. Because I feel like he represents me more than Captain Britain. Because Captain Britain's quite aristocratic. There's the commander there, by the way. But yeah, Captain Britain's quite aristocratic. Whereas... Union Jack is, you know, working class. Oh, fuck, he's seen me. There you go. You know, because he's from a working class household, he's from Manchester, you know, so he's from up north as well. So he's just someone I can relate to more as a character. Field gun's just fired at me, I think. It has. No idea what happened there. We are back though, so no worries. Just delivered the message and we got out of there. We didn't really get into anything too spectacular. Why do all the horses have a Russian lever action rifle on them? And then a French cavalry saber. Right, here we are. At the old place here. Shit. Oh no, it's not what I thought it was. I thought it was a Mark V tank. Right, we're gonna have to go into these tents here, aren't we, to find this commander? No, maybe not. Oh, he's there. Fuck it. Oh, but now the commander's alone. His guards left him. There you are, got it. Right, he's the last guy there. Then we can let that message go. Oh, it's you.
Although you see, the message had already been sent, my dear. Not the message you would have wanted. Elorens was such a good host. It almost seemed rude to escape. I made sure to note the location of Lawrence's camp, of course. Which means the train knows too. Twice, you told that train everything was clear. But I told it exactly where to attack. The beast has your scent, my dear. And it's coming to slaughter you and your little band of rebels. First, the firestorm from the cannon. Then, up close with the troops to slaughter any survivors. The legend of Lawrence of Arabia dies tonight.
There you go. Nicely done. So we just dragged her into the desert alone with no... Okay. She must have a horse and speed dial. She must have Arthur Morgan's whistle as well. The horse comes.
You slipped away just in time. Tilkitchi was a fool to think we'd ever stay after he escaped.
The carnival won't stop hunting us.
No, it won't. Let me think.
The train's coming a long way. So it'll have to stop to take on water. That's where we strike.
Agreed. I'll deal with any sentries, then rig explosives on the track.
Yes, and I'll rally our fighters.
When I blow the lines, the train will be trapped. So when you hear the blast, you need to attack them with everything you have.
It's good. But you know that there's a chance the men may not come. You may set off those explosives and find you're out there all alone. You know that.
I guess I won't know either way until I set it off.
Yeah, true. Very true, yes. It should be here soon. Either way.
Man makes plans and God laughs.
Ah, shit.
As it turned out, the small town where we would ambush the train had a significant enemy presence. Those troops would have to be dealt with before the explosives could be set.
Destroy all the Ottoman vehicles. Dickhead. A Jewish sniper. I don't really have any explosives besides the high explosive tripwires I have. Stick grenade, that does not help me. Dynamite, that does help me. Right. Yeah, there's one. Just one more. Job done. Now what? Fear the verge of enemies. I have just the weapon to do such thing. I have a Lewis gun. Reload while I've got a chance. I'll stick my head out in a moment. Throw that grenade there, actually, that might get those two. I got one. Where is he? Where the fuck is he? Where the fuck? How are ya? Found him.
Once Zara secured the town, the trap could be set for the arriving train.
Hope this works. Too early. Oh, maybe not. It did nothing. Oh, we got planes. Field guns. Yes, use the field guns. I feel like that was utterly pointless. Oh, I nearly just shot that fella then. Thinking he was an enemy. Do I have any dynamite left? I do not. I do have those highly explosive tripwires though. Holy shit. Yeah. Armour trains were first deployed during the American Civil War. Cool! Some bit of knowledge. Oh, dynamite. Oh fucking hell, look at its health. That should do the trick. Damn, really? One more grenade should do it. There it is. Fucking hammered that, mate. That's it, eat shit. Down goes your choo-choo. Bye. No more choo-choo for you.
Sweet or bitter brew.
How did you find it, Zara?
And you're right, we do need to think bigger, act bigger. Maybe even the Suez Canal. Tell me, what do you know about battleships?
Huh. C5. Got him. The end of the Great War saw the Ottomans driven from Arabia. However, the empires of Britain and France renamed on the promise of Arab independence. I don't know what that word means. Renamed? C.E. Lawrence remains a figure of controversy. The war for oil continues to this day. Actually, a movie about Lawrence of Arabia, simply called Lawrence of Arabia. Oddly enough, that man survived the Great War, as it's called, only to die in a motorcycle accident back home in England. Weird how life turns out, though, isn't it? But then again, Paddy Mayne as well, the major of the SAS, well, the colonel in the SAS, sorry. He wasn't a major, then he was the colonel. He died in a car accident after World War II. And he was there when the SAS was founded, because it was him and two other people, wasn't it? Jock Lewes and Archie... What's his name? The Phantom Major. Archibald something. Either way. We now have the closing message, Remember Us. A closing message from Battlefield 1 team, dedicated to those who served. Remember us, today we fight. So this is... Because obviously this game came out in 2018, which was the anniversary of the end of World War One. 100-year anniversary.
The war to end all wars will be won by one side or the other.
Yeah?
The guns will rust. Grass will grow. And there'll be nothing left of any of this. The land will heal itself, as everything does in the end. We'll be long gone by then, but maybe not forgotten. History only remembers 1 in 1,000 of us. Then the future will be filled with stories of who we were and what we did, how we lived, how we fought, and how we died. When this is all over and the war is won, they will remember us. But until that day comes, we will stand. We will look death in the eye. And we will fight.
And this war all kicked off because a bunch of inbred cousins were too busy measuring dicks. Anyway, that is the story of Battlefield 1. The 5 war stories you get for this. I was talking to a friend of mine as well the other day about Battlefield 6, and he told me that Battlefield 6's campaign has a similar theme, where there are 4 war stories instead of 5, where you play as 4 different armies in 4 different places of the world. So, for example, one of them, which has really surprised me, is you play as a German Tiger tank crew, which will be interesting because you never really see that side of the war. You never see it from the Germans' point of view at all. So it'll be interesting to see. It'll be interesting to see what they say and what they have the Germans doing. So I might invest in that for the 100 game challenge. We'll see. But anyway, guys, that'll be all from me today. I'm going to get all the... But yeah, sorry, before I was rudely interrupted by my controller's battery life. that'll be it from me today. So as always, thank you very much for watching. Obviously, I decided to play this game because it was the Remembrance weekend when we did this. And yeah. So with that said, guys, I think it's still actually, I think November is Remembrance Month as well. So I might try and keep this theme going with World War I and World War II stuff and historic wars, because we did do a Vietnam one as well this month as well, didn't we, with Black Ops 2. Because Remembrance Day isn't just for soldiers during World War I, it's for all soldiers of all conflicts, which is what a lot of people don't understand. It's for all soldiers of all conflicts on all sides. But anyway, as always, guys, thank you very much for watching. Take care of yourselves, look after yourselves, and I'll see you in a bit.